Okay, welcome back guys. Angel of the Night here. We are getting the stream here going. Today we are going to be shiny hunting for a Bulbasaur. I forgot what it was called for a minute. I don't know why. Okay, why do I not have any audio? Oh, that would make sense. Okay, let's take a look here. We are getting things going here. We are a little behind in our schedule. That's okay. Hopefully you guys can hear the actual game audio here. Yep, okay, there is audio. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, we are shiny hunting for Generation 2 Bulbasaur. And of course we are going to evolve them into... Why is my controller not working? There we go. We are going to be shiny hunting for Bulbasaur in Generation 2. And then, of course, we are going to be transferring it all the way through to the Scarlet and Violet. And then, of course, back to Sword and Shield. Kind of like what we did there with the Charizard. But that's what we will be doing here today. We are going to be doing some shiny hunting for that Bulbasaur. Currently, right now, we have no eggs hatched, of course. Now, open volume mixer. I gotta mute my game audio or I won't be able to survive. Alright, let's see here. So, eggs hatched are currently 0. We are recording. We've got everything going. And then... I'm pretty sure we're all good here and ready to go. Okay, let's take a look. How do I get the buttons going here again? We are using the analog pocket here, just like what we do in the previous video. There we go. Okay, so we've already got our shiny Ditto into the daycare. So that's what we've got here currently. Let's go and deposit our Bulbasaur. Again, we are shiny hunting for Bulbasaur, so hopefully we can get them going here as well. Hopefully it doesn't also take us 11 hours. It did take us 11 hours to fully get the Venusaur there the last time. And I also realized that I didn't put rare candy into the game. So that's unfortunate. We are using a legit game cartridge, of course, with the analog pocket. There is no ROMs or emulation here. We are using the actual hardware to be able to play this game. So that's what we're doing here today. So hopefully everybody is excited for this stream. I know I'm pretty excited for it myself. I thought about it all day, actually. It's Amber was like, hey, I'm going to be working. So then I'm like, oh, geez, I can stream. So that's what we're doing. We decided we were going to stream tonight. Now, it is one of the winter storms currently going on. So we've got all the time in the world to do this. Let's see here. Now we are going to watch the anime here while we're actually doing this. Of course, you guys won't be able to hear the episode that we are on. However, I am watching the episode of Who Gets to Keep Togepi. And we are watching that on the Pokemon TV YouTube channel, of course. Now, my buddy Retro Knight is also shiny hunting for Clefairy tonight in Mount Moon, but he's using Pokemon Yellow, which is kind of interesting because in Generation 1, of course, there were no shiny Pokemon. However, if you can get a Pokemon that has the proper DVs, like how we are trying to get our shiny Bulbasaur here today, you can actually transfer those DVs with that Clefairy over. And then, of course, if you get it into Gen 2, it'll be shiny. So he's doing that over on his channel there. But today we are doing our Bulbasaur challenge. Now, last time we ended up getting shiny Charmander. We actually ended up evolving it all the way through to Charizard. And as you guys know, Charizard had a very unique shiny form. Okay, so we are using the shiny Ditto method, of course, and that is a 1 in 64 chance odds of finding it. So we are going to try to hatch as many of these Bulbasaur eggs as possible. Now, before we actually go any further, I just realized that I do not have Discord open. And I'm just going to get my laptop plugged in here so we can actually get going. We were advertising a little bit in the Discord, and I want to make sure everybody knows that we are currently live. And honestly, I should have done this earlier. Okay, so we've got one egg so far into our party. Now, last time we did this, it actually took us approximately 10 minutes to get an egg, so this is actually kind of promising here. How do I get the... There we go. Okay, now in Generation 2, if you guys are just tuning in, of course there was no abilities in Generation 2, so we do not have the Flame Body in order to speed up our egg hatching. So this is pretty much 5,120 steps to hatch one egg. Okay. We'll keep going here, see what we can actually do. And we do have some notifications into the stream here tonight, so if there's anyone who subscribes to the channel, does a super chat, or becomes a member, there will be a notification into the stream tonight. I ended up getting some very basic notifications set up here today, and as we go through this here, we'll try to get some custom ones. I do have my Wacom tablet, so I'm going to try to sketch out some shiny Pokemon in order to have those notifications show up. So it's going to be something I'm going to try to add to the stream here later on, but that should be coming in the future. Now, as everybody knows, we are going to be trying to go for the Shiny Living Dex, and we're doing that in Pokemon Home. So as we actually obtain our Generation 2 Pokemon, to the extent that we can, of course, until Bank and Pokemon Transporter and all them are basically done. But we're going to try to transfer these over here as much as we can, as fast as we can, so that way in the future, if they actually turn off Bank, we won't have the capability to do that future stuff. So we'll eventually have to shiny hunt in some newer generations, but until then, we're going to shiny hunt in the old ones. And I don't know if any of that stuff made any sense of what I was saying, but if it did, let me know. If it didn't, I apologize. I just got off work. Quite the busy day. I was doing some mobility setups here today. So I had a lot of clients that I was helping out with and trying to talk to them and teach them how to do things. I'm a little bit tongue-tied, of course, so all good. As you guys know, I work in IT, so I support all types of basically computer equipment and softwares and whatnot. So okay, so for Venusaur, a lot of people prefer the calm kind, and then of course there's also chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is also a thing. I really prefer a modest Venusaur myself, just because if you actually do get the attack off, your special attack is pretty decent. So we're going to be trying to get ourselves a modest shiny, but of course if we don't get that modest nature, we can actually always mint them over in the newer generations in order to get them the proper natures. Rattata here. Now, 1 in 64 odds. It took us about 8 hours last time in order to acquire this. So I'm hoping it's not going to take us, 69 eggs. Or, 8 hours. But just in case it does, we've got all the time in the world here tonight, and I'm kind of hoping for a storm day tomorrow. Wishful thinking, I know, but I'm hoping that there will be a storm day tomorrow where work will either be delayed or canceled. It'd be pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Hopefully you guys can't hear the TV out there, but if you can, I apologize. I'm pretty sure the microphone cancels a lot of the background noise. Okay, so we are getting our third egg here. Now, again, 5,120 steps. It's going to take us a very long time in order to actually get all of these eggs to hatch. But that's okay. I enjoy the simplicity of this. It was actually very enjoyable last time, as long as we have a very active chat that wants to take part in conversation. that actually helped out quite a lot last time. Plus, as well, being able to be distracted by watching something also really helped. But I remember the last time I actually did this kind of a stream, I ended up saying no to like 2 of the eggs, and it was very unfortunate because we really wanted those eggs. Oh, another egg, perfect. So how many eggs do you guys think it'll take for me to be able to find a shiny Bulbasaur? I'm thinking it's probably going to be about roughly, I don't know, I kind of feel like it'll be about 44, I feel. If it could be 44, that would be great. If it could be earlier than that, that would also be welcomed. Now, we are going after the Gameboy Mark Bulbasaur, of course. Now, the Gameboy Mark will show up when you transfer a Pokemon to Bank or Home, and it's basically to signify that the Pokemon came from Generation 1 or Generation 2. When you transfer Pokemon over from Generation 3, of course, they don't get any kind of a mark. Generation 4 and 5 are also the same. So we're going to try to get these as much as we can, because it's kind of like a bit of history, right? We want to be able to carry that history on with us. Oh, resume. Pokemon. We've got 4 eggs. We can get 1 more. Now, normally I'm not a shiny hunter. Normally I don't actually do a lot of shiny hunting, but the last time that I did this with shiny Charmander to get Charizard, I had a blast. So I wanted to try to see if I can recreate the same excitement level for myself. So we're going to try to do these as much as we can, like in order. The next Pokemon after this, of course, if we can get the Bulbasaur, we're going to try to go for Squirtle next. And then, of course, Caterpie, and then Weedle. We'll go up the chain. Although, if there's any Pokemon that you guys really want to see me shiny hunt, post a comment down below. If it's like Gen 1 or Gen 2, let me know, guys. If it's a legendary, I'd probably have to get a different game save for it or a different game. I do have, like, you know, every game for the Game Boy or whatnot, so just let me know what you guys want me to shiny hunt there next. But we're going to try to get this Bulbasaur. But yeah, Modest is probably the one we're going to be going for. I'm thinking like a growth set. It's kind of what I've got in my mind. I probably would want to make it like Tera Ground or like Tera Fire or something. Just that way it can resist like fire type moves. I think that'd be pretty wicked for it. But we'd have to get it up to Venusaur and over to Scarlet and Violet. But if we get it over to Let's Go, we can Mega Evolve it. But there's not a whole lot of Wi-Fi battles in Let's Go lately. It's all Scarlet and Violet. It's like as soon as a new generation comes out, they always automatically switch over to the latest game. Hey, how's it going there, Michael? Congrats on the Charmander. Thank you very much. I spent quite a bit of time shiny hunting Charmander. But today we're going up for Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur was a good choice. But what would be your favorite shiny of all time there, Michael? $69 eggs, yeah. We got it within 69 eggs. It was like 8 hours and 23 minutes. Which, that's actually a very long time for me to shiny hunt, to be honest. Considering I didn't really enjoy it prior. But there's something about this generation that seems to be pretty nice about shiny hunting. It's very nostalgic to be able to go back to a previous generation like this. And I mean, I originally started back on the Game Boy back in like the late 90s, right? So... Okay, let's see here. We should have one here hatching soon, I would think. Now, like I said, I do have a buddy, Retro Knight. He's going to be shiny hunting tonight as well. Or he's supposed to be. To my understanding, he's going to be shiny hunting Clefairy in Generation 1. As you guys know, in the previous video, I mentioned that the DVs are what determines the Pokemon's shininess in Gen 2. So that's something that he's going to be doing over in Pokemon Yellow. Except, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's using a modification with the Virtual Console, where he can actually see if there's a Pokemon that's shiny or not. There's like a little shiny mark that shows up in his Gen 1 game or something. It's kind of neat, actually. I tried getting them patches onto like Virtual Console as well just to see, but I didn't really find anything. I didn't really try too hard, to be honest, but I wanted to see what would happen if I tried to do some resets for some starters, and I never really made it work. I'm kind of hoping the best for him, of course. But I think this method here is probably the better option. Probably breeding by egg. I think that's probably the best option. Okay, I wonder where our current eggs are at. Okay, it's making sounds. Gonna hatch. Gonna hatch. Making sounds. Okay, needs more time. Okay. So we should have 2 eggs hatch here soon. And as long as we can get 2 of the eggs to hatch, we can get some more eggs from the daycare. I'm watching one of the anime episodes, and it's the episode where they try to like determine who catches like Togepi or who gets to keep it. And they had like Bulbasaur versus like Misty Psyduck, and Bulbasaur was commanded to do Tickle. Like, what is that? Like, Bulbasaur never got Tickle. I don't think that was an actual move, but I know the anime doesn't really follow the games very much, but I think it's pretty funny it was using the tickle attack. Usually it confuses the opponent's Pokemon, so... And weirdness is that Meowth is his own trainer in that one. It's very, very unusual. Okay. I'm hoping it hatches here soon. Hey, Valerio! How's it going there, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us there today. How you doing? We are going for Shiny Bulbasaur today. Meanwhile, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper and watching some Pokemon. We're about 20 minutes in. We have 5 eggs. None of them have hatched yet. But I'm hoping that they'll hatch here soon. So is anybody else doing any shiny hunts? Oh, here we go. Egg number 1. This is pretty wicked. Nope, that is a regular Bulbasaur. Okay, but we are going to put these 2 Bulbasaur into the PC, of course. I'm going to hatch this second egg before we deposit any, and then I'll pick up that additional one from the daycare. Is anybody else trying to shiny hunt Bulbasaur at the same time? I know someone said that they were going to be starting some Charmander shiny hunts there today. I thought that was pretty cool. It seems that I have inspired a few to shiny hunt in Generation 2. I've actually had a lot of comments on that YouTube short that I put up there not long ago. There's been a couple of people that have wanted to shiny hunt for Charmander. But I also don't think that anybody really realized that Charizard was that coloring there prior. Totally digging the Poke Rap right now. I know you guys can't hear what I'm listening to, but I am watching the original Pokemon series. Just finished the episode with Togepi. Good old Poke Rap, man. Totally dig it. I should do like a little sketch or something like that, or something of that of the Pokedex. I think it'd be kind of funny. Okay, we got 1 egg hatched. I'm hoping for the second one to hatch here in just a moment. And then we'll stop at the daycare. So how's everyone's day going there today? Hopefully everybody's having a good day or a good time here in the stream. I know we've just begun there not long ago, but I hope that we are going to have a blast here tonight. Blast from the past with Generation 2, of course. Okay, egg number 2. What is this one going to be? Nope, regular Bulbasaur. Okay, so we're going to deposit these 2 Bulbasaur, and then we are going to grab some more eggs. Okay, box 5. I think we will... Actually, we'll probably end up staying box 5. Okay. Okay. Ah, it's you. We were raising your Pokemon and we found an egg. We don't know how it got there, but do you want it? Of course. I would love to get a Bulbasaur egg. That's the whole point of the stream. You don't even have to ask. Just throw it. Just chuck the eggs. It's fine. Okay, now if at any point you guys have any suggestions for any shiny hunts here going forward, after we get through Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, I'll open it up for maybe some suggestions. There was a suggestion for me to shiny hunt in order of the Pokedex, so that's kind of an option there. If anybody thinks that's a good idea, let me know. I put up a little poll on Twitter today and into the Discord, so you think it'll take more eggs than Charmander? Hey, Three Blind Whales, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us there today. How you doing? Will it take more eggs than Charmander? Well, technically speaking, we have the exact same odds as Charmander. We have 1 in 64 odds, so it's very possible that we may find it in the first 64 eggs. However, if I don't do any misclicks and discard 2 eggs at the daycare, we might have a better chance. But I accidentally missed 2 eggs at the daycare the last time that we actually did this kind of a stream. Now, people say that it doesn't actually affect the hunt at all, but I feel like it kind of had some sort of an effect onto it. But I'm hoping for at least 44 eggs. I'm thinking it'll be closer to 44. But if it comes sooner than that, I'm all for it. I'm definitely welcoming it. You were taking a look at the pink that Retro posted some days ago. I patched a Gen 1 yellow, and now I'm shiny hunting Krabby and Kingler there. It adds an icon that notifies you when you encountered a shiny. Yes, it does. I also did the same thing for my Generation 1 games as well, with Virtual Console. But I haven't actually tried really shiny hunting in it. That's kind of his thing. I'm going to try to do this as legitly as possible, so I'm just going to stay in Gen 2 for now. But if it does end up working out for him, and he does end up getting his Clefairy tonight in his stream, I might actually give it a try at some point. Not pink, LOL typos. Oh, I'm watching Bulbasaur's Mysterious Garden. That's actually a really good episode. However, I definitely would want my Bulbasaur to evolve to Venusaur. It's kind of the whole reason why we're doing a shiny hunt here. We want to be able to get the entire Shiny Living Dex in order to use it for competitive. I do plan to use all of these Pokemon that we obtain for competitive play. So I have enough bottle caps and mints to be able to do that. I'm thinking about a growth Venusaur though. But what are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts on growth Venusaur? I know someone thinks maybe like a Tera Blast of Tera Fire or Tera Water or something. Tera Ground. I've seen a ground Venusaur in competitive play one time. Okay. Egg number 3. Let's go. That'd be wild if we actually got it here in like 3 eggs, but I'm pretty sure that's definitely not going to happen. Pretty sure. Now, if you guys are wondering what we are using here today in order to stream, we are using the Analog Pocket and a legit Pokemon Crystal game cartridge that I acquired back in my youth. And I'm actually really excited to be able to do this on actual hardware. One thing about emulation is okay, but I find that it, like, for legitness, it's just not really my forte. I'd prefer to do it on, like, actual, like, legit stuff. Maybe you should hunt the shinies for any Pokemon you'd potentially use first. I mean, very possible, but again, I can always get any Pokemon I need when I do any kind of competitive play. But the idea here is to go through and build up the Shiny Living Dex first, and then of course I'm going to make videos where I actually bring some movesets to these Pokemon. So as it is right now, we've only got Shiny Charizard. I do have to ask you guys a question though. Do you think that I should research for Charmander so I can get Charmander and Charmeleon of their own? Or should I just focus on getting the evolutions? Because we can also export our game save, I can also make a backup of my game save. And I can also duplicate my Bulbasaur if I needed to. So I'm kind of wondering what you guys think about that. What do you guys think about the whole duplication scenario? Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Or do you think I should just shiny hunt them all over again in order to get all of the pre-evolutions? Personally, re-shiny hunting them would be an idea, but one person said that it might be a little boring for people to re-watch someone shiny hunting for a Pokemon that they've already acquired and evolved. But for like legit reasons, I mean, it kind of makes sense to actually do it, right? Okay, we're gonna get another egg. Oh, I have no more room in my party. Wait, okay, how many eggs do I actually have? Ah, I've got 5 already. I can't actually take any more eggs. Well, looks like we're gonna have to hatch a few in order to get another one. Now, I could always re-shiny hunt for Charmander and Charmeleon off screen too. I don't actually have to stream that kind of thing, because we've already actually acquired those already. But, just kind of curious what everyone thinks there. If you guys are watching, let me know. If you don't care, I mean, that's fine. You don't have to make a comment, but I just don't really know what the acceptable thing to do is here. But it's funny I'm actually shiny hunting Bulbasaur, because that's Amber's favorite Pokemon. The girlfriend loves Bulbasaur. It was actually one of her very first Pokemon, actually. Okay, another egg. We're getting egg number 4. Okay. Yet another egg. No shininess. Imagine that. We are going to deposit this Bulbasaur and grab another egg. Might be a little boring to shiny hunt for the Living Dex. I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible it might be a little bit boring. And I don't blame anybody. I think it could be boring to see the same things being shiny hunted all the time as well. But I could also shiny hunt for them in a different generation though. It doesn't have to be Generation 2. Maybe I could shiny hunt them in like BDSP or Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield or, you know, let's say Gen 6. Something different. Who knows? Oh, on stream? Yeah, I mean, that could be. I might just have to do it off stream. I'm hoping another egg will hatch here soon. We are, what? We're about 35 minutes into the stream here so far. We've so far hatched about 4 eggs. We're going on to egg number 5. We're actually doing pretty good for being this far in. It actually took us a little bit longer last time. Normal Bulbasaur, that's okay. Oh. So many cables here. Ooh, that's actually a female Bulbasaur. I'm not actually sure what the percentage is, but I feel like it's like 25 or like 30%. I don't know, I just feel that way. I don't think it's 50-50. I could be wrong. I'm just gonna hold on to it there until we see another egg guy pop up. Okay. Wonder what the next Pokemon egg is gonna hatch at. Needs more time though. Okay, we've got a while to hatch these eggs. We've got a while. It's gonna take a bit. Can we talk about how Bulbasaur's coloring has changed in like anime and like games and stuff like that and artwork over the years? Like it used to be a really dark blue, but now it's a very light blue. It's very odd. Some people say it's because of the ink and stuff back in the day with like, you know, actual like published materials, but I don't know if that's actually the case. I think they ended up changing it halfway through. Or very early on. Oh, egg guy. Alright, let's go deposit this Bulbasaur and grab another egg. Now, is anybody out there actually shiny hunting at the same time? Out of curiosity? Anybody shiny hunting for a particular Pokemon? Also, why does Ash's Bulbasaur Squirrel don't evolve? Like, why do they not evolve? Seems very odd to me. I know, like, Pikachu started that whole thing where, like, evolution was, like, not a big deal, but I was just kind of curious why they didn't evolve. I don't know if it actually ever explains it. I know I'm watching Bulbasaur's Mysterious Garden, and it just says that he just didn't want to evolve. Like, it doesn't actually tell us why. Like, I mean, he could, like, manipulate nature and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. Being able to, like, make plants grow and all that stuff. I mean, it seems pretty cool. Cool technique. I bet you it's probably going to take us at least 5 hours to find this thing. Or what? 40 minutes in, we've only hatched 5? And we've got another 5 eggs here. It's about roughly about 40 minutes per 5 eggs, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. So of course we're trying to do something a little different here than what we normally do. Normally we do a lot of battles and competitive, but ever since we decided to try the Charmander thing out, all I've been thinking about is doing some shiny hunts. And you know what? It's just kind of like a chill way to like do stuff, right? Kind of lets you create like some different content and do some different stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We're trying some different things. Not saying that, you know, like Wi-Fi battles and competitive are going to go away anytime soon. Because obviously I've got stuff scheduled and I've got like, tons of content out there for it. But in regards to shiny hunting, I think I'm going to try doing shiny hunting like every week. I'm going to try to at least shiny hunt for something. I don't really know exactly like what time or how much time I have to be able to do this. But I'm going to try my best to try to bring it at least once a week. I think that's probably the best that I can do, or best guarantee that I can do for now. I'm trying it out in the evenings. Now normally on Thursdays, back in September, October, and November, I would stream some competitive, but you know, after a long day of work, you kind of don't really have the brain or the mindset to be able to do competitive. But for shiny hunting, I mean, it's pretty chill. It's kind of why I'm digging this right now. It doesn't require you to really do a whole lot, just like, you know, keep track and like chill and hang out with people. So yeah, in regards to the stream here today, guys, anybody who subscribes or goes for like a super chat or goes for like any kind of like a membership or anything like that, I should have notifications pop up in the stream. I'm hoping they're going to actually work, but I do have them set up here to be able to pop up, or at least I think I do. Ash is the common denominator. Okay. That's for the evolution, I'm assuming. Now, I did think about the notifications, like if I did have like super chats or something like that set up, I did think about maybe like enabling like the sound so that way it would read it back, but I don't know if that's really a good idea. I want this to be safe for like all ages, right? So who knows what people would put out there for super chats. But I do have them enabled. The text will actually show up on stream. I think it's kind of neat. There is a theory that they refused to evolve after seeing how Charizard changed after evolving, and they didn't want to risk becoming like him. Ah. I mean, to be fair, that does make sense. It does make sense. But, I mean, all of the Pokemon... I mean, Bulbasaur was a gift Pokemon. So, I mean, it would have been a gift to Ash. So it would have had the OT of Ash. And Squirtle was wild. And then Charmander left Damien. So I don't know how that works with Damien. But, I mean, realistically, I'm pretty sure that majority of his Pokemon should have been able to listen to him. Ash is just a bad trainer. I mean, in the very early seasons, or halfway through the series, 100%. His later series, like the last season and Alola and stuff like that, he wasn't too bad. I mean, I watched some of that anime and he was pretty good. I mean, it could have been better, but, I mean, it's Ash. I wish we have some eggs hatching here soon. Perfect. Perfect. We should have about 3 eggs hatching in a row, or maybe 4. Or at least I hope. There is a couple more eggs available and ready. What episode was that? The Case of the Canine Caper. I'm definitely digging watching the anime again. The Pokemon TV channel is definitely a good call. Okay, eggs hatched. We've got 5. We're going on to number 6 here right now. Okay, another regular Bulbasaur. All good. We're approximately about 5-6 eggs per 10 minutes, roughly. Maybe. Oh, I'm just gonna let these all hatch while we're at it. I had 3 that were close to hatching, so let's get the other 2 hatched, and then we'll go deposit them into the PC. So I don't know actually what time zone everyone's in here, but I'm in Atlantic Standard Time, so it's about 5:47 p.m. What time of day is it where you guys are? Just so that way I know kind of what times to kind of plan these streams around. I just kind of want to gauge what time zones everyone's in, so that way I can try to get this online when everybody's around. I know my YouTube channel says that mostly anywhere between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock people are active. So I just want to make sure that that's actually somewhat active, or correct rather. $22.48 in Italy. Holy jeez. That's quite late. I had to think there for a minute. I'm like 22:48 because we don't do 24-hour clocks here. So I was like, what? What time is that? But that's pretty late. Okay, egg number 7. Regular Bulbasaur. I'm not really surprised. I mean, we're only, what, 7 eggs in? I mean, it could be worse. It definitely makes it feel later than it actually is. Sorry, man. I don't mean to make it feel like it's super late for you. Did I get the Charmander? I did. What's going on there, Nasleen? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. I did get the Charmander. We got the Charmander at 69 eggs, and it was 8 hours and 23 minutes. It ended up taking us to approximately 10 hours in order to get Charizard. Because I ended up evolving it, right? And we had to train it up. I didn't get any rare candies into the game, and I actually forgot about doing it again this time. But next time I'll remember to get rare candy into the game. But we did end up training it over through Pokemon Transporter to Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home into Sword and Shield. Got the Gigantamax, maxed the Dynamax. And then we traded it over to Scarlet and Violet, and then we did a gold Bottlecap onto it. Yeah, I was super pumped too. Thank you very much. I was definitely excited to get that Charizard last time. So today we're going to go for Venusaur, and we're shiny hunting for Bulbasaur right now. Now again, we're using the same odds and same method as last time, so it's 1 in 64 chances, or 1 in 64 odds. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to manage to get it. However, I don't know how many eggs it'll take this time. Okay, let's see here. Making sounds. Not close to hatching. Okay, we've got 2 eggs that are close. Let's just deposit these 2 Bulbasaur, and then we'll grab the next one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired after today. Normally I'll come home and like I'll snooze in the evenings and whatnot. But tonight I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and stream instead. I figured that was a better value of my time than having a good old snooze or a cat nap. So if you see me yawn, I apologize. That's not the type of energy I'm trying to bring to the stream. But I can tell you, my eyes are twitching. The eyelids are like flickering like... It's pretty funny. Just, I've had a lot of screen time, I think. But I work on computers right all day, so... I should have actually brought my QB home from work. I've got one on the little pedal bikes for underneath my desk. I've got like a standing desk at work. And I've got a little QB that's under it. And when I'm doing the bike, I should have actually had the QB for that. And I should have just QB'd all evening. That could have been a cool challenge. Okay, 8 eggs. Okay, regular Bulbasaur. Now I'm trying to think of what Bulbasaur shiny looks like. I know I have shiny Bulbasaur over here, but I think it's more of like a yellowish kind of color in this generation. In other generations, it's a very weird green color. Should probably put the sprites on the screen somewheres. And I would also have some coffee here tonight, but I've actually already had like 3 extra large coffees. Actually, I do have coffee in my thermos still, actually out on the counter. Should go grab that. Yeah, I had like 3 extra large coffees. I started the day off with 2 extra large, and by about, I don't know, I think it was about 11 o'clock or so, one of my coworkers come in to get a coffee for someone, but they already had one. And they ended up giving me the extra large, and I was like, yes, I love coffee, because coffee is life for me. So I tried to drink it, but didn't really get through it. But it's in a Yeti, right? So it's still pretty warm. So you've never seen someone doing what I'm doing here. I also had no idea you can trade them to the different games. Yeah, I'm kind of like a unique channel in that sense. I have a lot of original hardware, but I've also found methods. I spent a lot of time researching on how to get the methods of the original stuff over to the newest generation. The biggest thing I can say is the Epilogue Game Boy operator. This thing is worth its weight in gold, guys. It lets you emulate your game cartridge on the computer, but it also allows you to back up your game saves, which is pretty sweet. And if you have like a Nintendo 3DS with the Virtual Console games, you can actually take the game save from the actual physical cartridge and you can transfer it over to the Virtual Console, which allows you to do transporter. Move some stuff around here on the screen. I apologize, guys. Just give me 1 second here. I just need to get things moved up here a little bit. Just having a little difficulty with the stuff that's on my screen. I got stuff all over the place. There we go. I need to go get my coffee. I think coffee would be a pretty good idea. But if I have like an actual full coffee, I think it would like keep me up at night. But I still have leftover coffee in my Yeti. I should go get that. Decisions. As long as you guys are okay with it, I'm going to go grab that coffee. Okay. Now, the wild encounters actually don't affect our shininess capabilities or our chain of eggs. Okay, egg number 9. Let's go. Egg number 9. Hey, there we go. Sweet. A normal Bulbasaur. You guys thought I got a shiny, I'm sure. Hey, there we go. A normal Bulbasaur. Caffeine takes about 45 minutes to kick in. Well, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always caffeinated. Give me a second. Cheers, guys. Coffee's still somewhat warm, not quite cold. It's kind of at that lukewarm stage, so it's definitely got to get drank before before it gets too cold. Or I'm gonna have to like put like ice or something into it, which we don't really have. I'll have to stick it out in the snow, out in the snowbank. It is you know, snowstorm here. Supposed to be getting like 25 centimeters with freezing rain and a bunch of stuff, so I'm like, ugh. Coffee. As long as my heart is okay with that. Of course, my heart's always okay with caffeine. Ugh. I can't really do iced coffee. I like my coffee like dark, like no cream, no sugar. I find if you add like cream and sugar, I find like it doesn't really like sit well after a while. And like, I mean, sugar gives you the crashes to me after a while. Too much sugar. Too much sugar. But I mean, there are some iced coffees that are okay. Not saying it's bad, just saying it's not my thing. I used to drink a lot of energy drinks back in the day. Back when I first started in IT, I used to drink a lot of energy drinks. And I can't do those anymore. Those things are scary. I do not recommend energy drinks for anyone. They're not good for you. Definitely not good for you. The caffeine, you know, it says that about 6 cups for an adult, I think, a day. They said it was safe, but I wouldn't go to 6. Just kidding. I do usually tend to go over 6. Especially if I'm like streaming or like recording or something like that on weekends. You guys will notice in a lot of my videos I always have coffee. I kind of sit and mass record, so. You're drinking black coffee, 9 out of 10. Woohoo! Another dark coffee drinker. Sweet. Yeah, energy drinks are really bad for the heart. Don't recommend it. Unless you could find like some method that was healthy for energy, but don't know. My preferred method is coffee now. Overly sweet drinks, I find it really hard to drink sometimes. 9 eggs so far. We're actually doing pretty good having 9 eggs done. Okay, our 10th egg. Nope, regular Bulbasaur. Psych. Made you think it was going to be number 10, but it wasn't. Honestly, thought it could be like number 10, but I feel like it's going to be number 44. I just got that feeling. Number 44 will be the one. So excited to see that I'm back at it. Welcome back. Kurt needs a ride. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, we're back at it. Today we're doing Bulbasaur. I figured, you know what? We had such fun with Charmander. We got to try it for Bulbasaur too. But of course we are going to try to get that Venusaur, of course. We're going to trade it all the way up. We're going to put it all the way through home. Now it might sit hidden home a little bit, but that's all right. What's the eggs per hour rate as of now? Well, we've acquired 10 eggs. But for eggs, it's 1 in 64 odds because we're using that shiny Ditto from Generation 1. So we are breeding Ditto with Bulbasaur right now. That's right, Squirtle is next there. We've got a thumbnail already pre-prepped for Squirtle. Got that all ready to go. I'm planning to hopefully stream again tomorrow night and then possibly on Saturday as well. So that kind of is all depending based on if we get Bulbasaur here tonight. If we get Bulbasaur here tonight, then of course Squirtle is next. And then of course I may end up having to use Saturday for a recording day, but we'll see what happens. If I don't have to do any recordings on Saturday, then I'll be back at some shiny hunting. You just hatched your shiny Charmander on egg 7. You can't believe it. Would have made a short stream. Well, you know what? If we can find Bulbasaur, that will be fantastic for me. Because, quite frankly, I'm not normally a shiny hunter. And I guess it kind of brings something different to my Pokemon experience. This is something that I don't really do a whole lot of. I've done it a little bit. I did get shiny Baxcalibur. We did get that shiny Charmander. But in general, I normally don't shiny hunt. But I kind of made it a goal that I'm going to go for the shiny Living Dex. So I'm really hoping, we can manage to pull this off. But yeah, I'm really hoping it's not going to be 8 hours like last time. But you know what? If it's 8 hours, I mean, it's 8 hours well spent. I mean, I'm having fun doing it, and I'm having fun chilling and hanging out with you guys. I do really appreciate you guys stopping in and you know, chatting with me while I do this. Like I said, it'd be really hard to do this if I didn't have anybody that would hang out with me, you know what I mean? But I do actually really appreciate you guys being around. I really do. And that's something that I'm always going to try to acknowledge is you guys being here and all your messages on the chat. I'm going to try to always make sure I talk with you guys and answer your questions and carry on conversations. That's one thing about streamers that I find is not always there. I find that a lot of people ignore their viewers, and that's really not the right way to go about it, right? So I always want to make sure that I carry on conversations with you guys. When I used to stream back in 2014, 2015, I did a lot of Wi-Fi battle streams. And when I did Wi-Fi battle streams, I battled you guys. Well, probably not everybody in this chat here, but back in the day, I battled everyone in the streams. And I always posted our videos up regardless of win or loss. That's something that I always still carry true to this date. Even still trying, of course, to still upload some stuff there from the fall. But I definitely want to involve you guys in my channel, because without you guys, I would not be doing what I'm doing. What's going on there, Cammy? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us there. Is Charizard completely ready for competitive? It's actually not yet. And the reason why it's not is because I haven't figured out what set I want to use that Charizard with. So I figured what we'll do is we'll get a couple of these shinies in. And then what we'll do is we'll eventually go through and do a couple of like videos where I like breed, not breed, but effort value and get the moves for it. So we're going to try to do that as we go. But until I actually get the Pokemon figured out for the set, I probably won't be training them just yet, but I'm going to be making some moveset videos on like effort values and the moves that I'm going to give them. So that's something that I'm going to be bringing to the channel, and I'm hoping to be able to do that with the Pokemon that I get for my shiny hunts. Alright, next episode. Alright, Pokemon Paparazzi. Episode 50, Season 1. Huh! We watched 50 episodes already by streaming in the last 2 streams. That's wild. Now, I don't really know what to make of the Charizard. We did get an Adamant Charizard. Now, a lot of Adamant Charizards that I come across, I find special attacking ones are better, but we have Adamant and we have Solar Power. So if we actually throw that thing onto like a Sunny Day team, we could actually pull off quite a bit of damage. But when it comes to Venusaur, I'm thinking Growth. Maybe a Tera Ground or a Tera Fire. Not really sure what I want to do. I know with Blastoise I'd go Tera Steel. And I think Charizard, I think we're going to keep it Tera Fire. Unless I decided to go Tera Dragon, then that's something completely different. Dragon Claw would be a really cool move to have, but again, Outrage could be something. It really all depends. I don't really know what I want to use, but I know I want to be different from everybody else. There's a lot of very common movesets out there, and I find that everybody does the exact same thing. Now, yes, there is some common sets that should be probably the best option for the Pokemon, but if I can come up with some custom sets, it might actually change some things up. Might be an idea. Might be an idea to go fully custom on those. Now, I don't know yet, but I wonder if my buddy Retro Knight is also streaming. He's going for Shiny Clefairy tonight. And he's using Generation 1. He's trying to get a Clefairy with the proper DVs in order to be shiny in Gen 2. So I don't know if he's actually managed to do that yet or not, but or if he's started. I know he has like 2 jobs he's doing, and he's got a bunch of stuff going on, so I don't know if he's streaming tonight per se, but I know he said he was going to try to stream. So we'll see what happens. Now, what I would like to do, I know you guys are familiar with the channel of PM7. Retro and I, we've been friends for a very long time. But when the channels get a little bit bigger, we might try to do some shiny hunt races and see if we can actually do some of that. Oh, he's streaming tomorrow? Interesting. I thought he was streaming today. I could be wrong. I was talking to him there this morning, so maybe he changed his mind. I know that he has to work tonight. That's all I know. But yeah, I would like to do some shiny hunts and races and Pokemon challenges there with him. Maybe some Nuzlocke or Soul Link challenges, but our scheduling doesn't really line up a whole lot. And we're very limited on the times that we can actually record. But that's definitely something I'd like to bring to the channel sometime too. Pokemon Paparazzi. That's the episode where Todd shows up, the camera guy. This camera is my life. Ash, you should get a new life. People with photography. Oh my god, that's funny. Anyway. Ooh, Pokemon Snap. That was a good game. I really like Pokemon Snap. Do you guys remember back in the day with Blockbuster and stuff, like Blockbuster Video? You could like go and like print off stuff from like Pokemon Snap stations. That was pretty cool. I forgot all about that until I saw Todd. Okay, egg number 11. Oh, regular Bulbasaur. Blockbuster almost every weekend back in the day. Yeah, man, you'd go get a pizza with like your parents and stuff, and then you'd go like pick out a movie or a video game. I remember renting like additional copies of Blue and stuff. And like trading over starter Pokemon every time I reset my games. I can remember doing that. I also remember the time they rented Pokemon Stadium and the 64 for me before I actually owned a 64. I had it for like a weekend. They're like, yeah, he's gonna play that. So they got me it for Christmas one year. That was pretty cool, actually. I played the heck out of Pokemon Stadium, so much that I got Surfing Pikachu and everything. It's pretty neat. I can't remember what the requirements were of it now, but I remember it took a while. Pancakes. I can see them eating pancakes in the anime right now. That'd be delish. Alright, gotta ask, guys. Pancakes or waffles? Post them down below. Okay, 12th egg. Hey, regular Bulbasaur. Go figure. Once we get into the higher numbers, it's going to be a little bit more interesting, because you're going to be like, huh, that should have been shiny. Dunno. Okay, let's deposit these Bulbasaur, pick up a new egg. I don't know, I think I'm more of a waffles kind of person. But pancakes have blueberries. That'll get me. Blueberry pancakes. That'd be delish. That and a big old cup of coffee. Ah, coffee maniac. 12 eggs. So how are you guys using Venusaur when you guys play competitively? Out of curiosity, are you guys more of a special attacker? More of like a special wall? Are you guys more of a bold player? How are you guys using your Venusaurs? Okay, egg number 13. Normal Bulbasaur. Go figure. Another Bulbasaur. We are shiny hunting Bulbasaur after all, just not shiny. You like special Venusaur? Is there any particular moves you like to use on it? I think it can get Earth Power, if I'm not mistaken. And then in regards to like a grass type move, I always been big on Giga Drain. I always like being able to regain my health. But some people prefer the Solar Beam or even some of like the bigger moves, like the Hyper Beam type style moves. You invest in defensive values too to make it extra bulky. Interesting. I've always used mine as more of like a special wall. I think it has some pretty decent special defense if I'm not mistaken. But modest is I think what I'm going to go for, I think I'm more into the modest like nature than I am anything else. But I could be persuaded. Might also add growth to it. I know I said that a little bit ago, but growth might be something that I might add. I might add sleep powder. I'm big into the sleep powders, not really into the poison powders and stuff, or stun powders, or stun spores, or whatever, but sleep powder seems to be a move that would be beneficial. You like to surprise opponents? So what would be the one thing about your Venusaur that would surprise an opponent? Is it more so the boldness or the defensive values? Or is it like based on the attack stat? Okay, we have at least one egg that's close to hatching. 2 that need more time. Being able to tank physical hits while also being specially attack focused. I gotcha. And is there a specific Tera type you go for? Or do you stay grass or poison? I really wish that I could actually put the anime up into the stream there with us. But, super copyrighted. Not worth it, to be honest. But, man, anime's nostalgic. Okay, another egg hatching. 13, we're going into egg 14 here. Regular Bulbasaur. All right. Okay. One more egg, I think. Man, I couldn't imagine hatching a Pokemon like this in like 7 eggs. That would be wild. I bet you it's going to take us like almost like the full amount, like anywhere from 44 and up. I bet you it's going to take us a while to hatch. Let's just hope it's not like 8 hours. Mainly grass. It depends on the team though. Giga Drain and Leech Seed and Sleep Powder, awesome. I haven't used Leech Seed in a while. But I also haven't used Sleep Powder either. Not in a very long time. Ooh, Big Root. Yes, I'm huge on Big Root for Giga Drain. Makes sense. If you don't have Big Root on your Venusaur with Giga Drain, what are you even doing? You really need it. It's a great item. Yeah, I should really bring that QB home. That'd be great. Sit here doing some pedal biking while I'm actually biking in the game. That'd be brilliant. I'd have to sit back further from my camera though. And then I'd probably put a camera on the actual pedal bike. I think that'd be hilarious. Join me as I exercise and hatch eggs at the same time. But then I would lose my pedal bike at work. I don't want to do that. I use my pedal bike all the time. Got to get a little bit of exercise somewheres. Computer guys don't get a whole lot of exercise, trust me. We do a lot of sitting. Okay, let's deposit these 2 Bulbasaur. Oh, that's a female one, okay. It's a male one. I wonder how many female to male we have. I wonder what the odds are for male versus female. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm listening to the Poker Rap again. 10-year-old Corey is chilling to the Poker Rap. Just be glad I haven't started singing yet. No worries there, Valerio. No worries, buddy. All right, have a good one. Thank you very much there, buddy. I appreciate the support. I'll be talking to you later. All right. Another egg. Okay, next question that I have for you guys is, what is your favorite anime episode? Out of curiosity, what is your favorite? Honestly, I'm not really sure what my favorite episode would be, just because I've been watching it for so long. But I would have to say the final battle versus Kukui. I think Kukui is one of my favorites. I also think the one against Leon. I think that's also a very big fan favorite. But one of my most favorite episodes, I think, might actually have to be the one where Ash goes against Blaine for the Volcano Badge. I think that has to be one of my favorites. Just because that whole Charizard versus Magmar match was like super epic back in the day. Favorite movie? I think I'm gonna have to go with... It's really a toss-up between the first 3, to be honest. Probably the original movie, like the first movie. I think that has to be my favorite. But 2000 comes in a very close second. And then the I Choose You one comes in after that, I think. That one's pretty good. Johto photo finish? Ooh, Blaziken. Yes, that was a good one too. I really like that one too. What is up, Westside 91? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. How you doing today? We are shiny hunting for Bulbasaur. I had to think for a minute. After about 14 eggs, I still couldn't remember Bulbasaur for some reason. That's got to be because I worked today. Bulbasaur is one of your favorite starters? Nice. Well, perhaps if I can get a shiny Bulbasaur, if if I can get it to Venusaur, see, I can duplicate my save. So maybe I'll send you a Venusaur then. How's that? Maybe I'll send you Bulbasaur or Venusaur. How's that? You're good? Learning how to day trade. What is day trade? What do you mean? Like trading stocks and stuff? I mean, I can day trade. I just have to open up the Wonder Trade and or Surprise Trade. JK. I'm pretty sure you're talking about stocks. I'm not one for that. I have a bunch of friends that are into like Bitcoining and stuff. A bunch of people are doing like Bitcoining and other stuff. Yes, I did get Charmander at the 69th egg. It was like 8 hours and 30 minutes. 8 hours and roughly 30 minutes. It was like 23 minutes. But we did find it, which was huge. Okay, 15th egg. Will this be the one for Westside 91? Nope. It's a regular Bulbasaur. I'm actually shiny hunting Amber's favorite Pokemon right now. I'm wondering what's going to end up happening for the next couple of weeks. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but once I get my actual work done, I actually do edit some videos in my spare time throughout the day. And that's how I'm able to get all my videos done for the channel. Now, at work, they're actually tearing off the roof. It's a great big old building. It used to be an old university or college. And they're tearing the roof off to put a new one on. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any kind of editing during that time. It's like a 2-week period, they said, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get any editing done. But they start that next Wednesday, I guess. So I'm like, I'm going to have to like really get some content pushed out here soon. I've got content scheduled, I think, till like March 11th, I think. And let me see here. For 2 weeks... I think I'm covered for the 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure it'll go longer. It'll go like 3 weeks. You know, that's how they always go. Contractors and whatnot, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but I'm really hoping to have as much content as possible up to the channel in the next little bit. You had to go back and see what you said about giving me a shiny Venusaur because an ad came up and I missed you saying it. Ah, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't really control the ads. The ads just happen. The ads just happen. You'll definitely take a shiny Venusaur? Gameboy Mark shiny Venusaur. Okay, I'll make sure I clone it for you. Okay? As a peace offering for the lack of battle streams lately. But because you really like shiny Bulbasaur, I'll get you a shiny Venusaur with the Gameboy Mark. I'll even get it with the Gigantamax and everything done out onto it. And I'll even get it with the Bottlecap for the 6 IVs. I'll even fix it up for you. That way all you have to do is effort value it and mint it. Because that's exactly what we're going to do here in the stream once we actually obtain it. We're going to go and get that Gigantamax. Now, one thing I think I'm planning to do as well is that if I get a bunch of shinies, and I get them migrated up to Scarlet and Violet, then I might actually make a distribution where you guys can input like a trade code, and you guys can actually acquire some of these shinies that I actually have. So I think that would be pretty cool. That way, all these Pokemon that I obtain, you guys can potentially get. What is my favorite shiny? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. My favorite shiny right now is the Gen 2 Charizard. I've always said that in any stream that I've been a part of where there's a shiny Charizard. But Cantonian Ninetales shiny is actually one of my favorite ones. What is the world's smallest Pokemon. I'm watching the one where it's called The Ultimate Test on the anime, episode 51 of season 1, and they're trying to do the test to get into the Pokemon League without actually acquiring all 8 badges. And they just said that Caterpie was the smallest Pokemon, true or false? I don't know if that's actually true or not. What do you guys think? That's the episode where, what is this Pokemon? And it's like Jigglypuff is seen from above. Yeah, I think my favorite shiny Pokemon is definitely Ninetales. Cantonian Ninetales. Jigglypuff seen from above. Classic. I should do a Who's That Pokemon with like all of the models from Blender. I should be like, who's that Pokemon? And you guys gotta like put your comments down below. That'd be cool. I should start that series. That'd be awesome. You have both variants of Shiny Ninetales? Nice. I do have them, but as you guys know, West, I use alternative methods for my competitive Pokemon. Just because I battle for fun. But I am going to use all these Pokemon for competitive. All these shiny Pokemon that I acquire, I'm going to train them all up. They're all going to be competitive ready, and they're going to follow me from every generation going forward. Every generation going forward, I'm going to carry them right through. That's why we're going to do the Shiny Living Dex. I know you do. I know you do. But that's why I'm doing this. I want to have a bunch of stuff that is obtained legitly for competitive play, just in case I ever do actually go through to like any kind of regionals or anything like that. Now, mind you, there's no regionals in my area, and I don't foresee me doing that, but just in case we need to do it. Am I planning an all-starter team? I mean, that'd be kind of cool, but probably not. Probably not. I mean, I could see Charizard and Venusaur on the same team, just if it's under Sun, but realistically, probably not. I do like making some theme teams every now and then, though. But, oh, here we go. Number 16. Number 16. All right. Regular Bulbasaur. We're getting up there in numbers. The big reason why I use the other methods, as you do there, West, is because of time. Time has always been a problem. But, you know, Blastoise is actually not even one of my favorites. What's going on, Brosif? What's going on, buddy? I wish we could Wi-Fi trade for the rejects. Do you offer a save dump? I mean, I guess I could do a save dump. But these rejects would not be good for really anything. These ones wouldn't be able to be used for competitive. They only have 3 IVs, right? But if I can get some Pokemon moved over to Scarlet and Violet, then I can actually make a file of them, and I can distribute them onto my trade system in my Discord. I have a Scarlet and Violet bot, and that allows you guys to generate whatever Pokemon you want. It's for people like me that, you know, work a lot. You know what I mean? But if I could actually distribute them, I'll figure out a way. Just keep an eye on the channel, guys, because if I can figure out a way to get them all distributed to you, I will. Because then you won't have to, like, submit anything to trade or anything like that other than, like, a junk Pokemon, and you can get them in your Scarlet and Violet. If I were a gym leader, what would be your team? Well, my favorite type is Dragon. So I'm going to say it would likely be Haxorus, Druddigon, Garchomp, and then probably some other random dragons in there somewheres. Haxorus is one of my favorite dragon Pokemon. Druddigon is a close second. And then, of course, Garchomp. Garchomp, everybody loves Garchomp. And if you say you don't like Garchomp, you're lying. But competitive-wise, understandable, it is a pain in the butt. But Dredagon is a pretty cool Pokemon, but Haxorus is by far one of my favorites. Back in the day when I used to do Gen 5 competitive way back, I had a Haxorus called Isabelle. That Haxorus has actually followed me up through the generation since 5. So, I'm definitely be Dragon. Been heavy into Gen 1 and 2, playing on the 64 also. Prep for the Club Challenge and Gym one day to get Part 2 for Stadium. I did actually complete Stadium 1. Stadium 2, I'm pretty sure I completed as well. But I do have Surfing Pikachu on my original yellow save. I actually still have my yellow save to this day. I have my very original Pokemon Yellow. And that actually has my original Charizard from my first ever Pokemon Red save. Now, the funny thing is that when I was a kid, I reset my game so often, I ended up getting myself a Mega Memory Card back in the day. It's a device that allowed you to back up your game saves and then restore them to the cartridge. So, luckily for me, I actually ended up fixing up all of my batteries not long ago. Like years, well, it's probably within the last 10 years or so, I fixed all the batteries. And then I restored all the saves back. But I always have it on the Mega Memory Card. The Mega Memory Card has no battery. So, as long as the cartridge doesn't go bad, I always have those original saves. I wish I had my original save for Red, because I would love to have that. But unfortunately, I had reset my Pokemon Red so many times prior to obtaining that Mega Memory Card that I had no way to recover it after that, right? But I still have my Yellow. It has a lot of my Pokemon from my Pokemon Red game. Pretty much anything that I enjoyed from my original cartridges all went over. And the same thing was for like Ruby too. Ruby was also an imported cartridge. I always transferred everything to Ruby. And same thing for like Soul Silver. Soul Silver was my copy, and so on and so forth. I always kept one main copy with everything into it, and I always played the alternative one. We're going to deposit this Bulbasaur. But yeah, Gen 1 and 2 are definitely the most important gens for me. But it's funny, I never really battled competitively in them. I have done some stadium matches on Switch Online. But as you guys know, I had a transfer pack tutorial that teaches you how to transfer your Pokemon into the game. Custom firmware was required, of course, but we've done some competitive in Red, Blue, and Yellow with Stadium 1. Stadium 2 we never really did. Oh, number 17. But with my Discord server, I'm actually really trying hard to get multiple generations capable of battling again. I've got methods for Gen 1 and 2 currently in play. Gen 3, I found a way to do Wi-Fi battles. Gen 4 and 5, I found a method. Gen 6, 7, and 8. Sorry, not 8, but Gen 6 and 7, I found a method. Every generation is currently playable on my Discord server. All of the information is right on the Discord. It tells you how to do it. I have tutorials for everything. You guys want to battle in PBR, like Pokemon Battle Revolution? I got that information there. You guys want to battle in Pokemon Coliseum or XD? I've got that information there too. And you can hook up Game Boy Advanced, and you can hook up for your Pokemon for Battle Revolution too. I got all that information. It's pretty wild, actually, in this day and age. All the options are there. But the biggest issue is trying to find people to battle. I've got all these methods there, and I've got a couple people on there that like to battle it. But, you know, it's a very small pool of people. There are lots of people online that do it, but it's a very niche thing. But I wish I could grow that aspect of the Discord. I really, really, really want people to battle in other generations other than the most recent one, because not everyone can afford Switches, and not everyone can afford like 3DSs and consoles and stuff like that, right? So all these methods are there. It teaches you guys all how to do it, and if you guys have the original hardware, like there's some methods there to be able to use them too. So just you know, make sure you check out the generation chats in the Discord. All the tutorials are linked all onto the channel. I have a playlist for them all. Teaches you how to do everything. It's great. I really would like to battle in Generation 2 though, but I don't really have a team for Generation 2 yet. I have a couple in Generation 1. I actually have the entire Pokedex battle ready in Gen 1. Gen 3, I think I have a team. Gen 4, I still have my original game save that I used when I did competitive. So I have all of my original teams. Generation 5 is the same. I have my original Generation 5 teams. 6, I think I have Oris for my competitive. Gen 7, I still have Ultra Moon. And then, of course, I have Sword. And then I have, of course, Scarlet. But, yeah, I'm big into battling. I love battling. But I'll battle anybody. Doesn't matter who they are. Let's take a look at how many eggs we got. I think okay. We got 4 more eggs to hatch, and then we'll pick up another one at the daycare. I've had so much coffee today. I can feel that coffee. I can feel the coffee. We're almost 2 hours in. We've got 17 eggs. Ooh, 18. Here we go, guys. Number 18. I just want to say again, thank you guys very much for coming up to the stream. I appreciate all of the support. Gen 3, not with original hardware, no. But there's methods for battling Gen 3. But Gen 4, 5, 6, and 7, you can use your original hardware. Okay, that is an original Bulbasaur. Normal Bulbasaur. All right there, Cammy. What do you guys think for the egg? What number will we obtain this egg on? I'm still thinking 44. I should get Amber to learn the original Pokemon theme song or Pokemon World one. I should have that for like an intro to streams. I think that'd be cool. She plays guitar, eh? So if I got her to get her acoustic guitar out, I wonder if I could get her to record a cover. That'd be pretty cool. She doesn't normally play in front of people though, but she's real wicked good at it. She's got a nice, old school Spanish guitar. It is a beautiful sounding guitar. I think that'd be cool. She ended up baking 96 cupcakes today. A bunch of Valentine's Day cupcakes and a bunch of orders and stuff for work. So she's currently chilling. She was sent home because it was snowing, a snowstorm. Not going to be a good day to drive and stuff, so she come home there. Okay, number 19. Hey! Anyone paying attention? This is a normal Bulbasaur. Ooh, Butch and Cassidy. Interesting. I'm watching The Breeding Center Secret. This is the first episode with Butch and Cassidy. I almost forgot about them. I forgot that they even existed, to be honest. They don't appear very often. Kinda looks shiny? Really? I don't think it was shiny. Let me double check. Nope. Just a normal Bulbasaur. Trust me, when we find a shiny Bulbasaur, you guys will know. I'm going to definitely react to it. I know I will. So far, we are, what? An hour and 52 minutes in? I'm pretty sure that when we find a shiny Bulbasaur, I will not be expecting it. Yeah, I wish I had my pedal bike. I should get it. Oh, I should get it and bring it home. Would make the streams a little bit more interesting. What? 5,120 steps? Ah, easy. I can do that on my little QB. If you guys don't know what a QB is, I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Let's see here. See if I can find a image. I'll show you what it is. Copy image. Save image. Okay, just give me one more second here. I'll show you guys here in a sec what it is. This is what I'm talking about. I have one of these under the desk at work, and I think it was like $200 when I bought it. It was on sale or something like that, but it's got like crazy tension on that little dial that's in the middle, so it feels like actually using an exercise bike or like walking or whatever. But I should totally bring that QB home. Imagine pedal biking while I'm actually like hatching eggs and stuff. That'd be funny. Okay, we're gonna get that egg here too. Wonder if number 20 will be the one. What do you guys think? Number 20? Or do you guys think 44? I know last time I was doing this, everyone was like, oh, it's going to be number 42. It's going to be 33. It's going to be 79. 62. No, 69. I'm really hoping it's within the odds this time. That's for sure. Okay, number 20. No, regular old Bulbasaur. What do you guys think of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series? Has anybody here played Mystery Dungeon? I've only played the one on the Switch, but I hear that a lot of the Game Boy Advance ones are usually pretty good. I think those are the only ones, actually. I could be wrong. No, I think there's DSs and 3DS ones. I do have, I have a couple of the ones on the 3DS, but I never really played them. I played them a little bit, then I kind of lost interest in them at the time, but I'm wondering what you guys think about them. Do you guys like the story and stuff throughout the Mystery Dungeon series, or is it kind of like games to like get out of? You could never get into them? That's fair. I mean, I had the same problem too. I had a real hard time playing any of the Mystery Dungeon. I did play a bit of the one on the Switch, but I ended up stopping for some reason. I don't really remember why I stopped. But I know I played Pokemon Snap for the Switch. Like the new Pokemon Snap. I played that one to completion until they had like DLC stuff come down for it and like updates. And I actually really liked Snap. Snap was pretty cool. Pinball. I used to play a lot of Pokemon Pinball, like the original one. I've done some of the Game Boy Advance one here and there, but I never really sat and played it from start to finish. But I did do some of the original Pinball. I have the cartridge for that one. I am missing the Ruby and Sapphire Pinball cartridge. I also don't have any of the not the Mystery Dungeon, but well, yeah, I don't have the Mystery Dungeon ones, but I don't have Pokemon Ranger. Has anybody played Pokemon Ranger? I've never played Pokemon Ranger, but I hear it was kind of a different kind of game. It was more of like a story game, but it had like a lot of like weird stuff you did with the styluses and things. Also never played Pokemon Dash, but that one, I don't think many people played that one. I should try to track down some of them copies. I'd like to be able to actually stream the original stuff. I have a DS capture around here somewhere. I have like 3 DS captures, I think. I still have one more like original loopy DS capture that can be installed in something, but I think I only have 3 DS Fats. I've already installed 2 of them. I ordered 1, already pre-configured. But they're not that hard to install. They're pretty simple. But I don't know what's going on with a lot of the capture cards I have. A lot of them are older, so. Pokemon Dash, more like Pokeathlon. I mean, yeah, I think it was just like kind of like a dashing game, like a racing kind of game to like get to the finish line and stuff. I don't know. I've never really looked into it. I remember when it came out, I'm like, nah, I just want to play the regular Pokemon games. But again, games cost a lot too. Especially now that it's like after production. Like, the weird thing is Pokemon games like double and like triple and quadruple like their actual cost value, which is like wild to me. Like, if you go to like a used store or whatever, you're looking at like $90, $100. Online, you're looking at like $200, and there's no guarantee that they're legit either. It's crazy. Even on like Facebook Marketplace, like there's a lot of like game collectors here on the island where I'm from, and they'll sell copies of games, but they want like $300 for like a friggin' like base game, and I'm like, what? $5,120 steps is what it takes to hatch one of these eggs. I'm really glad we're not doing Lapras right now. Might have to wait for like a Friday to do like a Lapras hunt. It's funny, I'm rewatching the Pokemon anime, and I'm on the episode with the Breeding Center Secret, which is episode 52. And I think it's interesting that James left a Weepin' Bell in the Breeding Center, and then just magically he gets a Victor Bell? Like, there's no mention in the anime anywhere where James actually acquired Weepin' Bell. Does anybody know when he actually got Weepin' Bell? Like, I don't recall him ever getting Weepin' Bell. I know I'm talking a lot about the anime, but I'm actually watching the anime right now. So I apologize, guys. You guys can't see what I'm watching, but I'll talk about it when it comes up. I just think it's really weird he got Weepin' Bell and then Victor Bell without actually showing him he actually got it. That's one of the things that actually kind of like irritates me about like some of these shows, is that things just magically appear, and I think that's probably why I actually show you guys what I get every time. If you guys ever watch my LPs, I don't cut any of that stuff out. Okay. Should be getting egg 21 here soon. I'm hoping it'll actually show up here in a moment. Okay, 2 hours and 6 minutes is what we've been streaming so far. 20 eggs, that's not too bad. 2 hours for 10 eggs. Okay, 21. that a different color? I can't tell. I'm gonna have to take a look at it in the... oh. It does look like a different color, though, does it not? Is it a different color? Okay, so this is the regular one. Oh my god, that's not even that crazy. We got it in 21 eggs. That's wild. I'm like, wait a minute. This green looks different than the other green. And it just kind of sneaks up on you. But that's awesome, guys. We got Shiny Bulbasaur in 21 eggs. 2 hours, 7 minutes. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take this Pokemon. We're going to send it through Pokemon Transporter to Pokemon Bank, to Pokemon Home. We're going to send it over to Sword and Shield. We're going to get Gigantamax onto the Shiny Venusaur that we're going to have. And then we're also going to trade it over to Scarlet and Violet and give it the gold Bottlecap. So that's actually pretty wild. We got ourselves Shiny Bulbasaur in 2 hours and 8 minutes. Wow. It just sneaks up on you. Like, I can't really be like crazy, like excited over that. Like my excitement level wasn't there. I'm just like, that green looks kind of different than the other green. And then poof, there it is. All right, so we are going to do something here. So I'm actually going to back up this game save. But before we do that, I'm going to hatch the other 3 eggs. Just in case we actually acquire any more Shiny Bulbasaur. But that is actually pretty wild. Shiny Bulbasaur. I'm really glad that we got it earlier on in the stream versus like 8 hours. You know what I mean? But that's what happens when you have like odds like that, when you do any kind of shiny hunting. You just never know when the Pokemon is going to sneak up onto you like that. Now, I should probably... Yeah, I'm going to hatch these eggs first. Now, I'm wondering if anybody actually noticed the Shiny Bulbasaur. I don't know if you guys actually noticed it or not. But we are going to have to eventually evolve it to Venusaur before we transfer it through. Again, we're just finishing up with the last couple of eggs that we have here remaining. And then we will... we're going to back up the game save. Actually, I don't even think I need to do that. We're just gonna evolve the Bulbasaur to Venusaur. I think that's still pretty wild. We got that. I can't believe how early on we got this Bulbasaur. I'm like, that green looks very different. And it's funny, you would never really even be able to tell either. Unless you were really paying attention, you wouldn't even know that that was a different green. You're just like, oh yeah, that's Bulbasaur, he's green. Let's move on. I mean, it'd be really cool if they actually changed like the coloring to like something that's like super noticeable. But I guess in Generation 2, it's not that noticeable. Because I almost just passed it by as just a regular Bulbasaur. Come on, other eggs. Now that's interesting. I wonder if I should actually shiny hunt for Squirtle tonight too. That'd be kind of cool. But maybe I'll save Squirtle for tomorrow night. These other eggs are taking forever to hatch. 52. Oh, didn't mean to get into a wild battle there. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the 21st egg being our shiny? I mean, that's pretty wicked. That's pretty wicked. Now, what's our Venusaur, male or female? Or Bulbasaur, was it female or male? Looks like it was male. I wonder how long it'll take us to actually evolve it. Okay, let's see here. Actually, do I have an experience share? Stats. Item. Give. Where's my experience share? There we go. Okay, we are gonna fly to Mount Silver. We only have to get this Pokemon to level, what was it, 32? I think. And then do I have any rare candy to help us there? Do I have any rare candy? No rare candy. Go figure. Okay, so right now, if you guys are just tuning in, we are working on trying to evolve our Bulbasaur at level 32 to Venusaur. Of course, you know, you have to get Ivysaur at level 16, but you guys know what I'm talking about. We're going to get it to our Venusaur, and then we are going to transfer it through Bank to Home. And then we're going to try to get some Gigantamax stuff onto it, just like we did there before. And, of course, we're going to gold bottle cap it with the Scarlet and Violet. Ooh, it's going to take a while to level these up, isn't it? Let's deposit these eggs. Ooh, that box is full. Okay, let's change box. Round 5. Let's go to 6. You totally saw that? Kurt, we got it at like 21 eggs. And the funny thing is I didn't even realize it until I went back to look at it, because I'm like, that green looks totally the same. And then when I went back to look, I'm like, oh, it's actually not the same. Okay, I think box one's where I have all my Pokemon. I'm going to go level up at the Pokemon League, I think. Maybe we can level up some. Oh, those are all the Charmander. Charmander in box number 1. Thank you very much for the congrats there, Kurt. I appreciate it. Hey, how's it going, Valerio? We got shiny Bulbasaur at 21 eggs. Obviously, that is an insane find. Right now, we're going to try to level it to Venusaur here. Yeah, we got it at like 21 eggs. Yeah. And the funny thing is I didn't even realize I got it. I was like, huh, that seems like a really different color green. And then I like didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to go back and look. And then boom, shiny. It was pretty wild. Okay, what else we got here? Togetic. Does Togetic have fly? It does have fly, okay. So I can deposit Pidgeot. And then withdraw. I should have one more Pokemon here. Yep. Umbreon. Okay, so we're going to try to get it to Venusaur here now. And then what we'll do is we'll trade it over through Transporter to Bank to Home. And then, of course, we will... get it Gigantamax, and then, of course, we'll Bottlecap it. Fly? Oh, yeah. I can't fly, but I can travel there, I think. I think I gotta go to Kanto. I gotta get to Kanto somehow. How do I get over there? Is there, like... Yeah, Route 28. I think as soon as I'm here, I can fly. Yeah. Okay. Indigo Plateau. It'd be better to go up against some trainers than it would be to... I know this might be a little bit boring. I apologize. But we want to have Venusaur before we actually get it to Pokemon Home. So, we're going to do this here real fast. I think it was around the 2-hour mark that we actually got the Bulbasaur. Because I can remember saying that, wow, it's like 2 hours roughly in order to get the shiny Bulbasaur. Or get like 20 eggs or something. But it might have been like in between 2 to 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, level 13. Okay, so I promise that next time I'll just get rare candy and put it into the game. Oh, it'd be kind of cool to get Cyndaquil and send it over through to Legends Arceus. That'd be kind of cool. Someone told me they did that. And that'd be kind of neat. Do I want to give it Poison Powder? Nope. Do not learn Poison Powder. Trying to learn Sleep Powder. We are going to teach it Sleep Powder because I feel like that's necessary. Okay, Tackle's gone. That's good. Okay, Flame Wheel. We'll see what shiny Ivysaur looks like here soon. Okay, level 16. Slowbro would be really cool too. Me too. I'm really glad that I got it faster this time too. 8 hours is definitely a long time. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to get it to Venusaur though. We got to get it to Venusaur's level. We got to get it to level 32. We're on our way. We're on our way to get there. Executor. Yeah, I'm really glad it didn't take 8 hours today. But I was prepared to sit here and do it. I really was. Okay, we should have an evolution here. Again, level 16 is when you get your Bulbasaur to evolve into Ivysaur, if you guys don't know anything about Bulbasaur. But I assume everybody probably knows at this point. It's almost got like a yellowish tint to it more than a green. But the colors were also very different back in the day too. But that was restricted from the 8-bit and the Game Boy stuff, right? I'll just keep Heracross there. Why not? Okay, there he goes. Wow, the moves actually are missing quite a bit in this generation, aren't they? Okay, let's go for the takedown. Definitely overpowered for this, but I mean, it's the only way that I can figure out how to get some training in. Like I said, I'll get some rare candies for the next time that we actually do the shiny hunt with the Squirtle. We'll figure out getting rare candies into the game. But I am trying to do this as legit as possible. Of course, we are using some original hardware in order to do this. And that's the most important thing for me, is to use the original hardware. It's very meaningful to be able to use the type of equipment that I've got, but it's also something else to use the actual game cartridges from when I was a kid. I mean, the amount of hours that I put into these cartridges, it's interesting to see that I'm still playing them to this day. Like, I mean, Pokemon Red I got in 98, I think it was. And then Pokemon Crystal, I can't remember the year it came out. I know it was after 2000. Might have been 2001, maybe? 2000, 2001. I know I got it when it came out. But it's 2025. Like, I'm going to be 38. And I'm still using the original cartridges. It's wild, guys. It's wild. Okay, Crobat is down. Okay, level 21. We might actually not be able to even evolve it here at the Elite Four. I never even thought about that. Oh. Okay, at least we got the defense drop. That'll help us out. I mean, I could have gone up against Red, I guess. Red would have probably given me a lot more experience. But I would have had to have Flash in order to get there. I probably could get some more experience points by sending him out against them and then recalling him back. But I guess this is also a really good way to farm some money too. Razor Leaf, oh yeah. We'll get some Razor Leaf action here. Oh, I just took out Sleep Powder. At least I can, like, relearn the moves in Pokemon Home. That's always good. Okay. Let's keep going. Now, I suppose I'll probably have to mute the audio once we get to the credits, maybe? I don't know. Okay, let's go up against Bruno. Chan, okay. Okay, level 23. It's taken a while. I don't know if we're going to get it to 32. That Ivysaur looks so good. It really does look good. It's very bright coloring. But I'm pretty sure those colors are standard to the Ivysaur in the more recent versions too. I wonder what Venusaur will look like in Gen 2. I don't remember what it looks like shiny. And to be honest, I didn't even look it up, to be honest. I was just like, you know what? I gotta do Bulbasaur next. Okay, level 24. Again, we're trying to get to level 32, and then we're going to transfer it through. Now, could I do this in the newer versions and evolve it there? I could. But I would really prefer to do it in Gen 2 and see what it looked like in Gen 2, and then compare it to the newer gens after we get there. Okay, next up, another Elite Four. I think it's Agatha still. I can't remember. Is it Agatha? No, it's Karen. I forgot. Agatha's gone. It's funny what you forget when you play these games. There's so many games that when you play them, you kind of tend to forget certain things. drops down. Okay, level 25. Getting closer. I'm actually pretty pumped up about that. I don't think we would have been able to get that experience points in the wild. I just remember Charizard took a very long time to get to evolve. Okay, we're gonna swap. We'll go to Dragonite here. That way you guys don't hear the beeping sound. Oh, Outrage is a Gen 2 move? What? I thought it didn't come into play until Gen 3. That's actually pretty wild. Okay, 26. We might get it close to 30 anyway. Okay, hopefully you guys are excited to see what Shiny Venusaur in Gen 2 looks like. I should change the title of this video to I Caught the Off-Color Bulbasaur. I honestly didn't even notice it when I found it. Super funny. I really thought I would have seen it and realized, hey, you know what? This is the shiny, but nope. Maybe I'll have to start putting into the background the actual sprites. Because I had no idea. I could have kept shiny hunting and not even realized. Oh, that's cool. I forgot the big long haul and how this looked. Okay, will this be enough experience points to get us to level 32, I wonder? Or will we actually have to go back through and like battle some wild Pokemon while we're at it? Oh, there's a Gyarados, okay. Level 44. We're not going to get it to level 32 here. Probably going to lose Heracross, but that's okay. Yeah, at least you guys won't hear the dings. Okay, Dragon Master. We're going to use my dragon. Aerodactyl. We're gonna Hyper Beam. Okay, what level? 27? No, we didn't even grow a level. Nutty. $29. Okay, actually we're way further ahead than what we thought. Okay, no Sweet Sand. How is the Bulbasaur obtained? So the Bulbasaur is obtained by trading it from Pokemon Red over to Pokemon Crystal. And I used a method to obtain Shiny Ditto with Pokemon Red. And that involved trading your Lake of Rage Gyarados over to Gen 1, teaching it Mimic, going to Cerulean Cave, using Mimic on Ditto to learn Transform, allowing Ditto to transform into your Gyarados to copy the DVs. Then you transform into the Ditto transforms back to you, and then after you capture the Ditto, you can trade it to Gen 2 and get a Shiny Ditto. So if you breed Shiny Ditto with any Pokemon within Gen 2, you can get yourself a 1 in 64 odds of getting Bulbasaur Shiny. And we actually ended up getting Bulbasaur at the 21st egg. Now, that was about 2 hours, 10 minutes. The Shiny Charmander that we got there prior took me 8 hours and 30 minutes to obtain. Yeah, I'm catching Pokemon on Pokemon Crystal. Now, we're using a legit game card. So we're playing on an analog pocket right now, which allows you to play your Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games and output to HDMI. So what we're going to do is that once we get Venusaur here, we're going to save our game. We're going to export it with the Epilog Game Boy operator. We're going to inject into the 3DS Virtual Console, and we're going to transfer Venusaur all the way through from Pokemon Transporter to Pokemon Bank, and then from Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home. And then once it's in Pokemon Home, we're going to Gigantamax it. We're going to give it 3 max mushrooms. And then we are going to send it over to Scarlet and Violet, and we're going to gold Bottlecap it, because that's where I have my gold Bottlecaps right now. We also might change the Tera type to Fire, I think. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of different methods to do this. Lots of different methods. But we did get Shiny Charizard last weekend. I streamed for 11 hours straight. Tonight, we actually managed to get our Shiny within 21 eggs, which is actually very fortunate. Very fortunate that we managed to get that. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get Ivysaur to level 32 here up against our Elite Four challenge. But we'll have to train in the wild a little bit before we end up doing this. Okay, Ivysaur grew to level 30. And we have defeated Lance. So we're 2 levels short, and you guys are going to have to sit through some credits. Unless I can skip them. I don't know if I can actually skip them. But I might actually have to mute the audio to the game when it goes through the credits. Now, if I was smart, I should have been hunting for max mushrooms while I was streaming. That would have been smart. But I'll show you here that I'm using legit cartridge here in just a minute. Once we get Venusaur evolved and the game saved, I'll show you guys here that we're using a legit game card. I did show it at the very beginning of the stream. Did I? I don't think I did, actually. I did with the Charmander, but I'll show you guys here in just a sec. Now, the audio, I think I actually have to mute it, but I could be wrong. Okay, Hall of Famer. Dragonite. Now, is there easier methods to do your shiny hunt? I mean, I could have done this on the Virtual Console already, but I really wanted to do this on the actual original hardware. The Game Boy Color cartridge is the same cartridge I had when I was young. Your silver cart is lost in time. I think my crystal was lost in my O2 Honda Accord. Kurt needs a ride. Just hatched a second shiny in a row on egg number 8. Never had that happen. You got some of your luck today. Right on, man. I'm really glad that you had some luck out of the stream. Okay, we are going to mute. We're gonna get 2 more levels going. Okay, let's see here. 2 more levels. I would like to do a little bit more shiny hunting tonight, but I think after we get Venusaur moved all the way over to home, I think that's probably where we will probably stop the stream, I think. Once we actually get like the Gigantamax onto it and the gold Bottlecap, that's probably where we'll end it, just like what we did with the Charizard. And then tomorrow night, I'm thinking about streaming for Shiny Squirtle. Oh, it's going to take a while for Bulbasaur, or for Ivysaur. Stats. Will you beat the Elite Four in any of the games for the ribbons on the way up to Scarlet and Violet? That would be a negative, because once I get them into Pokemon Home, the only games that I can get the Pokemon to after that would be Let's Go or BDSP. If I were to transfer them over to Bank, then technically speaking, I would have to go from Bank to X and Y, to Oris, and then to Sun and Moon. And then I'd have to put them back into Bank and go up. I mean, I might do something along the way, but I'm not really sure. I think I'm just going to put them right into Scarlet and Violet. The ribbons to me don't really... Like, the ribbons don't mean anything to me. But the biggest thing is the Gameboy Mark. The Gameboy Mark is the thing that means the most to me. I want to have these movesets have the Gameboy Mark. I might have to put Ivysaur at the front, actually, now that I think about it. The ending gets me every time. Crystal got me through a very emotional time as a kid. I understand, dude. I understand. Every time that I ever had anything going on in my life, I always had like a Pokemon game. Okay, let's put Ivysaur in the front of the party. Again, it's just going to be like 2 more levels or whatever. But once we get it to evolve, we'll start the trading up through the gens. I can probably actually fight this Poliwhirl. I wonder if I can fight it. Nope. We're gonna get paralyzed, aren't we? I wonder if I can get another one. Am I pushing it? Oh no, double slap! No! Oh, we survived! No, we're fully paralyzed. Do I have a full restore? Do I have a full restore? No, I'm gonna have to like swap out. It's not strong enough to be able to fight that Poliwhirl. Boo! That doesn't give me any experience points whatsoever. Ah, this is so brutal. I wonder if I should go in that cave, maybe. I mean, at least it'll give me like 390. Maybe I should go get Pidgeot back. I wish I had rare candy. I'm gonna put rare candy into this game. I swear to God. I'm gonna do it. Sitting here and like grinding like this is pretty tough. Not really tough, it's just time consuming, really. Almost there, I guess. Almost there. I'll show you guys here as well, like when we actually get it transferred. I'll show you guys what I mean by the Gameboy Mark if you're not familiar. Okay, so I'm going to need my 3DS here in order to do this. Okay, go that. Okay, level 31. Now, how much experience to 32, I wonder? 2165. Is there anything in the cave that we can fight? I've seen the Gameboy Mark on the Pokemon before. It's very cool. Okay. So there's some people out there that actually didn't even know the Gameboy Mark existed. So that's something. Oh, yes, we can actually do it in here. We can actually do the training in here with the Ivysaur, actually. I can probably take out some of these Onix. Okay. Try the Razor Leaf here, see if we can take out the Sonics. There we go. This might work a little bit. Take out a couple of Onix while we're here. Give it a full heal. You have a full heal here somewheres. Yeah, I think I played Pokemon Red more than any other game. Pokemon Red is definitely like the game that I basically focus on mostly. I always tend to go back to it. Two, three. I should live. Oh no! Training these are so long, so long. Can't escape. Okay. Do I have a revive? Okay, 276. And then an additional 559. That's actually going to be quite helpful. Pikachu's jukebox. I forgot all about that after the Poke Rap. I'm watching the Pokemon anime while I'm doing this, by the way. Totally vibing to the nostalgia. It's definitely what I'm vibing to. Okay, just gonna outrage. Again, we're gonna transfer it all the way through transporter to bank to home, and then to the newer generations. But I think once we get it to home, I think that's where we'll probably end up leaving it here. Alright, Ivysaur is evolving. We're going to get our shiny Venusaur for Generation 2. There we go, shiny Venusaur. Congratulations, your Ivysaur has evolved into Venusaur. I still can't believe we got it in 21 eggs. And I didn't even realize it was shiny when I found it. I was like, that's another Bulbasaur. I'm like, that's a different color. Oh, I can't believe that. Ooh, yes. The shininess. So good. I can't escape. Can I please escape? Or am I gonna have to fight you? I'm gonna have to fight him. Okay. Razor Leaf. Okay, I'm really glad we took it out, but I need to get out of this and back to the center. I could have probably flown, but that's okay. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make a backup of our game save with the physical cartridge with the Game Boy operator from Epilogue. And we need to deposit. We're gonna change the box. We need to change it to a box that doesn't have any Pokemon in it. So we're going to go with box number 7. And I also have to take off the experience share. Okay, deposit. Venusaur is deposited. Box number 7. Oh, it has to be box number 1, doesn't it? I think it has to be box number 1. I think that's right. I think it is box number 1. I can fix that. Okay, to show you guys, this is the analog pocket. It is the device that allows you to play your physical game cartridges, and that is what we are using here today, is a physical Pokemon Crystal cartridge from my childhood. So, just because I am crazy like this, I am double saving. I know you guys can't see what's on the screen right now. Okay. Cartridge is out. Now, the big question is, where did I put my USB-C cable? This is the part of the stream that is kind of wild because I don't have any plan for this. This kind of just happens. Where is the USB cable? That's terrible. I'll use this cable. This is fine. So, again, it's USB-C operated. You take your cartridge, you plug it in, and oh, there's the cable. It was like right in front of me. Wild. Okay, so we are opening up the Epilogue software. I'll show you guys the Epilogue. Window capture. Okay, so here is the Epilogue software that I use. This allows you to read your cartridge. So right now I'm clicking backup and save. And Venusaur.sav. And as you can see, it reads it and it saves it. So I do have to fix the Venusaur. I have to put it into box number 1. So just give me 1 second here. We're going to fix that while we are at it. I'm sorry you're not going to see this part. Okay. Box 1. Let's be 1 more minute here. Okay, so now I have the game save on the computer. So now what I have to do is I now have to take the game save and put it to the 3DS. Now, I know a lot of people are like, Corey, this is not, you know, chill or whatever. I mean, that's fair. But you know what? I like using the original hardware. And unfortunately for me, there's no way to hook the actual Game Boy cartridge up to the Nintendo Switch in order to do any of this. So we actually have to do a little bit of software changing. So, let's see here. Let's see here. I need the link for my save converter. Pokemon Crystal is very different when you have the game saves. You have to be able to convert it properly, and there's a bunch of different bits and stuff that you have to do with the actual cartridge saves to get them to work with the newer ones. I'll have a link to the save converter in the description of this video, so that way you guys can also convert them over if you guys have the same stuff that I do. So we are taking the game save and converting it to Virtual Console. Open, convert, save.dat. Okay, cool. So now I can take the save.dat and put it over to my SD card. Now I know you guys can't see this, and I apologize to you for that. Just give me one more minute here, and then I'll get the 3DS put onto the screen. Crystal. Paste. Replace. Cool. Okay, so now I can actually disconnect the physical cartridge. That can go back to the epilogue. And then I can get my 3DS. And this is exactly the same process I did with Charizard. But we are going to use the 3DS software. And I wonder... And you won't hear any of the 3DS audio, okay? But I will show you the 3DS screen. And I'm hoping it'll work long enough for me to show you, because I was having some difficulty with some software here. So, well, actually, I can still capture the screen. Okay, I have to take my headset off. It's just blasting my ear. Okay, so we are changing my input over to the 3DS. Cool. Now, we are going to use a program called Checkpoint. And I think it was Analog Copy, I think. Hopefully that was the right save. So just to kind of put this in perspective, we're taking it from the Game Boy cartridge and we are putting it over to the Virtual Console so we can actually send this over through transporter. So that's what we're doing right now. And it looks like it's going to work, so that's good. Just want to make sure it's actually in box number 1. Okay, Bill's PC. Oh yes, we have to change to box number 1. So I have one Pokemon in there. We have Venusaur right now in box number 1. And we have to have it in box number 1 so that way we can actually use the Pokemon Transporter app. So if we take a look, here is the shiny Venusaur. Doesn't look as good as it was on the analog, but the coloring and everything on the 3DS is all off, so that's fine. So, box number 1 it is. We're going to save. Oop. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send it through Pokemon Transporter to Pokemon Bank. And I know you guys can't hear any game audio or anything because I don't have that set up for that right now to capture my desktop. But that's okay. So here we go. Here's Pokemon Transporter. And I probably don't need to show this every time that I do like the shiny hunts or whatever. But as long as I can get it into bank, that's really the main thing. Getting it to home, that's also another big thing. But just so you know, every time I shiny hunt, these Pokemon are going directly into my Pokemon home. And like I said, we're going to be using the Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet in order to get them with the proper IVs. We're going to use some Bottlecaps, and then we're also going to get some Gigantamax stuff onto it as well. So here we go. We're going to move the Venusaur over to generation... this would be going from 2 directly to possibility of 6, I think it was. So right now it's in Pokemon Bank. So we're going to close this. And this should be in Pokemon Bank right now. And of course, we're going to use the Switch here in just a few moments. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Angel, what's your take on current Pokemon games in terms of quality? Of course, these games are for kids, but still. Well, you know what? Yeah, they're directed towards kids, but you know what? I swear by these games. Like, all the new generations, I really like the newer generations. The only generation that I really despise was Generation 3. And I'll tell you, with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I really hated these games because I couldn't transfer the Pokemon from my Game Boy cartridges over to Generation 3. So it had a lot of... it had a very negative impact on me. Because I really, like, as a kid, I really connected with Generation 1 and 2. And the fact that I couldn't take them to 3 really upset me. Honestly, to the point where I almost quit back in the day. But you know what? My love for Pokemon really came through and I got back into it and so on and so forth. As you can see, it's something that I'm still playing to this day. But, you know, the newer generations, I really love the new generations. Scarlet and Violet, I love Scarlet and Violet. That story is by far one of the best Pokemon stories out there. And then Pokemon Let's Go, Sword and Shield, and Arceus and BDSP. I loved them all. Honest to God, I really did. I still do. I actually finished not long ago an LP of Let's Go. I did an entire LP, and honestly, I caught them all. I had a blast. BDSP, I played through. I know a lot of people are like, BDSP sucks and all that, but you know what? I really like BDSP. I really do. Arceus is really unique. Different mechanics. I really want to play through it again. I somehow lost my complete save for some reason. I don't know why that is. But anywho, yeah, love them all. I've probably played Scarlet and Violet probably about like 8 times fully through and with the Dex completion. So that just kind of tells you exactly how much I like Scarlet and Violet. So speaking of Scarlet and Violet, we're going to get our Switch here going. So just give me 1 second. We're going to swap things around here. I have to change my input on my capture device. So just give me 1 second here. I know there's a lot of shifting and moving and like no game audio and whatnot, but I promise you it'll be very, very quick. You guys should have some game audio here shortly. We're just going to change up the layout here a little bit. So we've actually got the game capture here. And as you can see, we got Scarlet and Violet in the background. So alerts are still there. Game Boy Hunt is gone. Nintendo Switch. Filters. Weird. What is going on here? I rushed to get home to start streaming here today, so like my setup and all that and my configs are all like out of whack. Okay, save. So we are going to go to Pokemon Home. And ooh, I think it's this one I have to connect to. So right now what we're actually going to be doing is we're actually sending the Venusaur through to Pokemon Home right now. Okay, so we are going to move to Pokemon Home. And then we are going to go find some max mushrooms. I want to get some max mushrooms on this thing to be able to Gigantamax. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Gigantamax? Okay, we are going to go to move. Begin move. Okay. We are... I don't know if I should really show this, but... Okay, so I'm going to hide my Switch for a minute because I don't want any stream snipes. And I know you guys know what I mean. But I guess I need my I need my Switch so I can see the key. Okay, just a sec. F. I guess it doesn't really matter if I hide it or not, but I mean, at least if I input it first, no one else can re-input it. There we go. Okay. Oh my. Okay, let's get this back on. So, sit tight. Okay, communicating with the bank server, disconnected. Okay. So now with the Switch, I can actually hide the 3DS now. So that's good. So Pokemon Bank is done. We don't need Pokemon Bank anymore. So just to tell you, we have a copy in our of this Venusaur in our Generation 2 game. So we still have it in Pokemon Crystal, but we've now been able to successfully put it into the 3DS and migrate it. Okay, so now we are going over to our Pokemon Home here. We're going to see if we can get that Venusaur out of here. Logging into home. It's just going to take a few moments. I'm pretty sure it's checking to see if the transfer has completed. Okay, moving preparation is complete. Why is there no game audio? It's really weird. Oh yes, I know why. There we go. I have game audio now. I've muted it so I could watch the anime. Okay, now saving. Please do not close home. Okay, so now I can go into Pokemon Home. And I'm going to change it to... Oh, actually, we're going to Sword and Shield, if I'm not mistaken, because we want the max mushrooms. So there should be a transporter box. Oh, that's the Charmander. Here we go. Shiny Venusaur. Box 32. So let's take a look at this Venusaur here. Let's view its summary. Oh, I'm super big here. I gotta figure out a better method to show this. Okay, so where my face is, we've got the Gameboy Mark. We've got Shiny. We've got Chlorophyll. And we have Quiet is our nature. As you can see, I never fixed the time on my 3DS. It still shows 2011 from the Johto region. So that's cool. We are going to take this and we are going to change its moves. Let's take a look, see what it gets. It gets Petal Blizzard, Petal Dance. I think Petal Dance is probably the best. Let's give it its Sleep Powder. And we're going to give it Growth. And then we are going to give this... Oh, looks like Giga Drain's not available there. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to load up Sword and Shield. We're going to load up our Sword copy, and we're going to go and find 3 Max Berries. Not Max Berries. Max Mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. My brain is mush right now. Do I have... As you can tell, I am definitely mush right now. Because I didn't even realize I had to put the game card in. Okay, here we go. My brain is bush. Okay, here we go. We're going into Sword. And we're going to go find them mushrooms. Because obviously he has a different form in this generation. We want to be able to move it. Check summary. Here is our shiny male Venusaur from Generation 2. And it's got chlorophyll. So that actually makes me pretty happy. How do I fly again? Town map, okay. Okay, here we go with our frog Pokemon. Again, we're looking for 3 max mushrooms. Now, the last time I did this, I already had one in the bag, so hopefully we can find these mushrooms pretty quick this time. I think they were up this area last time. And of course, they're not going to be here now. Okay. Mushrooms might take a few moments to find, actually. Now, there's probably some down this way. Do you guys remember all the locations where the mushrooms are? Is that a shiny? No, that would have been nutty. Oh, here's one. We got one cluster. Oh, there's another one down here. That's 2 clusters. Now. Nope, nothing up in here. Man, that shiny Venusaur looks so good. Is there any mushrooms in here, I wonder? I don't remember if there's any mushrooms in here. Does anybody remember? It's been so long since I searched for them. Last time I just had one, but... I wonder if the game only gives you 2 at a time. Oh, that's Kangaskhan. That's a very rare spawn. There must be another max mushroom somewhere. Is there any down this way, I wonder? Not that I see. So we got 2 in the cave, but there should be another one around here somewhere too. I'm pretty sure you can get 3 at a time. Could be wrong though. Nice. That's such a nice shiny. Can we run away? Yes. Perfect. Maybe there's another one back in here? What are the odds that there's another one in here somewheres? Maybe I will luck out. No, that's Pikachu. So again, we are looking for max mushrooms. So far, I don't see... Maybe they're on the other end. Maybe they're in like a cave somewheres. But I know I need 3 in order to give it the Gigantamax. Choodle! Get out of here, Choodle! This is actually a pretty nice graphical game. The graphical game. I meant the graphics are nice, not a graphical game. I don't know, any mushrooms in here? Maybe I gotta go up this way. Is there any mushrooms out here? If anybody knows, let me know. I'm struggling. Maybe there is no more mushrooms. Okay, let's go in here. Might be some in here, right? Maybe? Well, that didn't work out. Again, we're looking for mushrooms. I don't remember where they are. wonder if... Probably someone here in the Loop Lagoon, maybe. Anybody know? Why can't I click something? Oh yeah, that's not a fly spot. Looks like a fly spot, but it's not. Maybe in here. It's been so long since I played this game, like I don't remember. There's a lot I don't remember, guys. And I'm definitely not perfect in any way. Am I going the right way or the wrong way? The right way. Okay. Okay, let's go down here. Is there any mushrooms? Okay, maybe they're in here. Is there some in here? Nope. I gotta go up on the grass. Venusaur's like, come back here, you know? But God, that looks so good. Couldn't get away. Uh-oh. Well, there goes Venusaur. It's okay. Run. Can't get away. I'm going to have to look up where these max mushrooms are. Because I can't remember where they are. Like, I know they're in the caves and stuff, but... Brawler's Cave, Forest of Focus, Courageous Cavern, and Warm-Up Tunnel. Okay, let's take a look here. Where's the map? Brawler's Cave is where? Okay, that's Courageous Cavern. Hey, Kami Yugi! What a cool looking dinosaur you got there. I'm trying to breed for one as well on my SS copy. We'll use in the Battle Frontier. Nice. Trying to get to that cave that I need to get to, but this is Courageous Cavern. Might actually have a mushroom in here, so we're gonna have to search in here for a little bit. Venusaur here. Okay, just kind of take a look around just to see, is there anything in here? I gotta find that mushroom. I just need one more mushroom and then we can go to Scarlet and Violet. No, that is not what I'm looking for. If you guys can hear the door kind of rattling, it's just Boo. Boo wants to come in. Boo's one of our cats, so. Okay, so here's a mushroom. That's good. We needed 3. So now we can get out of this cave. If I can turn around here. So the whole idea is we wanted to get the max mushroom to get the Gigantamax capability onto the Venusaur. We're going to use the Dynamax candy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send it over to Scarlet and Violet. And then we're going to gold bottle cap it. So now I can town map. We're going to fly to Fields of Honor. And then we're going to cook with the max mushroom. Yep, Max Soup. We're going to do Venusaur. Of course, here we go. So this is going to give him the ability to Gigantamax. Perfect. Next thing is we're going to use Dynamax Candy. We're going to use 10 of those. If I can find where they are. And if we take a look at Venusaur now, it now has the little Gigantamax Mark up at the very top, and then of course the Dynamax level is now full. So if we were to switch over to Scarlet and Violet, or send it to Let's Go, or send it to BDSP, whenever we send it back to Pokemon Home, it'll have the ability to Dynamax and everything if we send it back to Sword and Shield. Okay, so let's take Venusaur now. We're going to put it into the PC, and we're going to send it over to Scarlet and Violet. Okay, we're saving. And we're going to go into here. Okay, here we go. Sword and Shield. Okay, saving. Okay, as you can see, we're going into my Scarlet save that I use for competitive. And this is where I have all my gold bottle caps. I think box 18 was my safest box to put them in. As you can see, the Charizard is there. Okay, let's take a look at the moves that are available now. We are going to go Sleep Powder. Giga Drain is not available, but we will go with the Petal Dance for now, I guess. And Leech Seed. Did I actually change that? I didn't change that. I hit the wrong button. Okay, Sleep Powder. We are Petal Dancing. We've got Leech Seed and Growth. Okay. Okay, we're going to quit. And we're going to load up our Pokemon Scarlet copy in order to do the bottle cap. And then that's it, guys. Once we get the bottle cap onto it, all we have to do after that is go for the effort values, and we're not quite there yet. So we will probably hold off from actually going through any kind of EV training. I'm going to do that off screen. No one wants to see that. So let's see here. I'm the kind of guy that likes to show every aspect of the games. You know what I mean? So I apologize if you guys are not all into that, but I don't like showing how I can't get something. Or how I didn't get something, you know what I mean? I like proving that I can do it. That's the big thing with me, is I like to prove that I can do it. And that's the biggest thing about getting these Pokemon from the Game Boy cartridges, is I can prove that I can do it. You see all these streamers and their, shiny hunting and old games. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use all of these Pokemon I get. Okay, here we go. Scarlet and Violet. And I'm pretty sure I'm already in front of the... I think I'm already in front of the guy that can... Super Train. Super Train? I think that's what it's called. So much quicker this time. Love watching the whole process. Right on. I'm really glad someone does. Not a lot of people like watching the whole process. I can tell you that right now. Oh, I can't put him in there. Shoot. Venusaur. Okay, let's get Venusaur. And now let's use... Do I have silver bottle caps this time? I think I can use silver ones. Oh, he needs to be level 50. Boo. Do I have anything to level this thing up? There we go. We're going to have a problem here when we do all the other ones. We're going to need some serious EXP candies. Okay. Here's Venusaur. We're going to select it. I have 54 bottle caps. So he's 3 IVs. We're going to Hyper Train. Now these regular bottle caps you can get from the Delibird Marts. So you can buy them there. Now let's see. Select. Oh, he's already trained. So we probably needed 3 bottle caps. Hyper trained, hyper trained, hyper trained. Amazing stats. And we got it to level 59. Okay, cool. So now, if we take a look at these 2 Pokemon. Okay, so we've got our Venusaur and we've got our Charizard. So let's take a look here. Now, the only downside about Generation 2 Pokemon is that they're in Pokeballs. But, I mean, I'm okay with that. It just brings that nostalgia back to it. So here is Venusaur. And of course, as you can see, the Tera type is grass currently. And we are boosting special attack. We actually lucked out here because I was actually going for special attack. However, it does lower its speed a bit. So, I mean, I might have to figure out how to get some different nature to it, but that's not too bad. It is a quiet nature. And we take a look at Charizard. Charizard was adamant. Solar power. And there is our shiny Gen 2 Charizard that we got there on the weekend. And our shiny Venusaur. So that is it here for today's stream, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and post your comments down below. The next stream that we are going to be doing is for shiny Squirtle, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to do that tomorrow, as long as I've got the time to do it. So if you guys enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up, post your comments, and I will see you guys all in the next stream. All right, peace out, guys.